All right, we got a recording going. So this pattern you guys have done before, I believe. There's 4 parts to it. We'll learn each part independent, practice it, then we'll put it together. So each time we'll do something different, thinking, and then it just has some grapevines that you know and lunges. So as always, if there's anything going on with your shoulders, your hips, your knees, your ankles, modify if you need to, or just, wait. We always mix things up here. Do you have your water? All right, let's go. Marching. So as you're marching, you stand up tall, you pull in your belly, you pump your arms. So we're going to walk forward and back. Take about 4 steps forward and 4 steps back. Just see how much space you have. This isn't like a big coordination test yet. If you're on carpet like me, be a little careful. How about a diagonal? How much space do you have this way? How much on this side? Not so much on this side. I got a little more space here, but not so much here. How about a right turn? Do it again. Now turn your back to me. How much space behind you? Do it again. One more right turn. You're going off to your left because we're a mirror to one another. Turn and face me. Tap right toe, left toe. Losing my hair. So I'm stretching my toe out, getting my ankle warmed up. Now I'm going to put my heel out in front and push my arms down. So, depending on how you slept, you could have a lot of zip in your doodah, low kick, or you could feel like, everything is a dredge. And that is life, my friends. So once you get going, I think you'll get in the swing of things. Okay, lift your knee. Right now we're just warming up. Tap to the side on the floor. Open the legs, open the arms. Kind of waking up my hips. Don't kick things. Tap behind you, push forward. Now you might want to lean a little forward if this is bothersome to your back. Tighten your tush as you push the leg back. Heel up to your bum as you bend the elbows. Now make your heel go to the side. Four more. March in place, 3, tap 4. 1, 2, 3, and tap. Maybe we should go like this because it was disco day. All right, let's travel forward 3 and tap on 4. You can tap wherever you want, side, front, back, wherever. March in place and separate your feet. Let's go to a wide stance, a little wider than your hips, toes turned out. Bend the knees. Yeah. So the body stays upright. If you feel your knees at all, send a little more weight into your heels, 1. Don't bend your knees so far, 2, or make your feet go wider. So bring your hands up to your shoulders, depending on how they're feeling. We're going to stretch them up, pull them down. Oh, the song that's on now reminds me of my first days of exercise, where we would be doing donkey kicks, and I would be praying that we would do the other side because I was getting tired. 4 more. Bring your hands down to your thighs, turn your toes forward. Upside down sit-ups. So what does that mean? I'm pulling my belly up. I'm not squeezing my tush, I'm just pulling my belly button up against the pull of gravity. Now slowly drop your tailbone under and then slowly stretch it up. You've got support from your hands on your thighs. So you're stretching your spine, engaging your core, and warming up the sacrum. Okay, now you're gonna drop shoulders across, one, easy. When we do this, what tends to happen is the trailing knee tends to come in. So I'd like for you to keep the knees pushed apart so you can really get a nice stretch on this. Let's hold on one side, knees are apart, you can look up. Go the other side, you're in that squat, braced. Come back center, tighten through your belly, roll yourself up, check in with your blood pressure as you move those shoulders, elbows. Pulp Fiction. Do you remember that movie? Terrible movie. Hand goes behind your head. Full backstroke motion. And then a side stretch. So leave the right arm up, leave your legs straight, push the hips over and just feel that whole right side of your body open up. Feel free to move your wrist around. As you come up, tighten through your core, reach up, go over, stiff elbow, come all the way up, take the hands behind your back. Now you got a couple ways you can grab them, or you can lace them. Straighten the elbows, see if you can get them up off your backside. Do you remember donkey kicks? Were you around then? Keep holding your hands behind, I'll show you. These were the donkey kicks. And then we'd swing and do the other side. Yeah, they're back again. They're kind of in fashion. I don't know if they're so great for our backs though, so we don't do them all that often. Okay, hamstring stretch, toe up, hips back, belly in. Yes, that was back in the leg warmer days. Tighten your belly and come up, we go to the other side. So there are two women teaching at the place that I started, and one of them had a birthday party. She turned 42. I was only 28 at the time, and I said to her in the most sincere way, Peggy, I want to look like you when I'm 42. And then when I turned 42 or 40, someone said the same thing to me, and it felt very different on the other side of the compliment. Tighten your belly, roll up. I guess we all get that. All right, hip flexor, feet apart, knees bent, 1 foot back. That heel is up. You press the pelvis forward. Here's where you want to feel the stretching. Lift up and hold. And release, we'll do the other side. You don't have to move, you can simply put the other foot back. Just trying to give you a little guidance here. As you know, try not to dump into your back. Feel that lifting and then pushing forward. You can bend the front knee more. Yeah, you can raise your arm. And as you release, stand on 1 foot and we'll do ankle circles. Ooh, it's going to be a nice sunny day today. All right, do the other foot. You can hold it up or not. Okay, start marching right foot, left foot. All right, the pattern will travel forward and back and a little bit to the side. First part is you take 4 steps forward and do 2 of something. I'll let you know what the something is. Is this sounding familiar? The first something is to tap right and tap left. Walking forward 4, tap your right foot, tap your left foot. Sorry, I had to catch the rhythm. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a trait that both Carla and I share. We hear music, and when we're not on that downbeat, it just drives us nuts, but we're good now. So that's the foot pattern 1. Here's the arms. High, low reach. Low, high reach. Oh yeah, we're thinking now. Go up, go down. Go down, go up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tap to the right, tap to the left. Down and up. When you come forward, always go up. When you go back, get down. Okay, part 2, walk up 4. Shift your hips right, left. Go back 4. Shift hips. Belly in, stand tall. Now I'm just shifting the hips, but I'm going to also pivot or swivel on my feet. You can do that or not do that. So you can either twist like you did last summer, or you can shift. Here's the arms. Monkey in front, out to the side. Arms in front, out to the side. Go in front. As you feel warm up, you can put a little more intensity in. 2 more. Maybe that walk turns into a light jog. 1 more time, up. No arms. Walking forward 4. Right knee up, left knee up. Everybody loves this one. Now the arms can be a little confusing, so hold on to your hats. The arms go up, and as your knees lift, you pull. Then the arms go down, and as these come up, you punch. We'll practice. When I punch, I also pull my belly in. Yeah, sometimes I forget if I'm going up or down. Two more times. A good thing we warmed up our hamstring. So the next one, no hands, low but straight leg kicks. Back, straight leg. So you're going to feel rather stiff. 1, 2, 3, 4. It looks like this. Yeah, it requires a little more of your core, I would say. Okay, here's the arms, both arms up, both arms out, reach for your foot. Arms up, arms out, reach for your foot. I told you there was thinking involved. But this is not a new pattern for most people who've been working out with me. Sometimes I go retro. Let's do this pattern 2 more times. Oh, 1 more time. Then I'll explain where we go next. Now keep your legs kicking. Just keep kicking, just keep kicking. Hold this. So we will do the first pattern where we tap side to side 2 times, each one 2 times. I'll tell you what to do. Walk forward, tap, go high and low. Back, go low and high. Up, high and low. Last time back, low and high. Come up, shift your hips to the right. Go back, hip right. 1 more, and breathe. Okay, the next one's the knee lift. Walk forward 4, right knee, left knee. Back, right knee, left knee. Right knee, left knee. Pull, pull. Next one's the big kick. Both arms go up. They out, they kick. Up, out, and kick. Up, out, and kick. We're going to do the 2-step 1 more time. So going back to the beginning, roller up, high, low, low, high. Come on, up, high, reach. Going back, you're down low. Here's the hips. right. Come back, hips right. Do that again. Going back. Knee lifts, knee pull, back punch, up, up, up. Okay, here's the big kick. Both arms go up and out. Big kick. Whoa, yeah. Again. Do you think we can do each one time? Let's give it a try. From the beginning. High, low. Low, high. Up with a twist. Hips right. And back. Knees up. Right, left. Back. Knees. All right, the big kick. Both arms up, both arms out. Big kick. We're going to do the singles again. Take it from the top. High, low. Low, high. Up with a twist. Hips go right. Now back. Hips right. The knee lift. Walk up. Right knee, left knee. And back. Punch out. Here comes big kicks. Both arms up. Big kick. Excellent. Keep on kicking, keep on kicking, keep on kicking. Okay, here's the trick. Each one of those will be done different. Going forward, you'll do roly-poly. Going back, you'll do the twist. Coming up, the knee lift. Going back, the big kick. So it's gonna move pretty quick. In 8. I'll guide you. 4, 3, one time walk up, high, low, go back and twist, hip right, come up your knee, go back with a big kick. We're at the beginning, roly-poly, high, low, twist, hip, hip, knee up, that's okay. Don't worry if you flub it, both arms up. It's a process. Roly-poly, high-low tap, zigzag, hip right, up with your knee. Big kick, arms up and out. Hold it here. Ooh. Okay, let's stop and get a little water. A little water, just a swig. We'll learn part 2. Okay, I'm getting up there. 2-step right when you're ready. So this is your moderate, your base move. Being really conscientious to pick up your feet. If you get sloppy, things can happen, as I often say. Don't be that person. Now I will say grapevine. That means I'm going to step back. Not necessarily across, for a variety of reasons. 1, I don't want to trip myself, and 2, my hips might not like if I really cross my legs, so I just step back, and it's a grapevine. So I'll do a grapevine with a knee up, keeping my intensity going. Are you back? Okay, we're doing grapevines. Belly in, stand tall. If you didn't want to do the grapevine, you'd be doing the 2-step. Okay, this is part 1 of 2 parts. So we'll do 3 of these, and on the 3rd one, we do 3 knees. 1, 2, now do 3 knees. Grapevine, knee up. Now do 3 knees. Grapevine, pull. 1 more, 3 knees in a row. Let's go. pull. One more, 3 knees. Are you ready for the next part? I think we'll do that. Now one more and 3 knees. Here's the new part. Lateral lunge. Now look how little and moderate. May I remind you, hips back, knees don't push out, belly is in. Arms can be in front for more of a challenge. I'm going a little bigger. If you need that hand down, the right leg is straight, the left knee is bending. Now we don't do just lateral lunges. We also do reverse lunges. Let's practice those. Here I go. So remember with reverse lunges, you have some variations. That would be traditional, giving you a little more, but that's not for everybody because of knees. So look how that back leg goes back straight and that heel is up and you're at hip distance. So what will happen is I'll do 2 lateral and 2 back, starting in 2, lateral lunge 2 times, and go back. Again, lateral lunge on your left, reverse lunge. One more time, reverse lunge. I lied, one more time, 2, reverse lunge. All right, back to your grapevines. No knee lift, just grapevine. Ascertain your heart rate. Did it go up? You do want it to go up. So remember your variations. The 2-step, the cross with no knee, or lift that knee. So we'll do 3 with a knee lift. 1, 2, 3 knees. Grapevine, go. 1 knee, 1 knee, 3 knees. One more time, grapevine. 1 knee, 1 knee, 3 knees. Lateral lunge, start easy. So you see I didn't step too far out. I kind of creep up on it, see how my back's feeling, see how my hips are feeling, see how my knee is feeling. Head up. Remember, if that feels like too much load, support yourself. We'll do 4 more and then we'll practice our reverse lunge and see how that goes. Into, now the reverse lunge. So remember, the bent knee would be option 1, going as low as you can manage. That's not the only way. You can keep it back with the legs straight. Hip distance for balance. 4 more and we'll put together 2 and 2. 1 more. Lateral lunge twice. Reverse lunge twice. Lateral 2. Come on, get that heart rate up. Back 2. Couple more times. I feel like I need an oil can on my knees. Squeak, squeak. 1 more. And reverse. Okay, here's the grapevine with a knee up 1 and a knee up 2. 3 knees. Lateral lunge. And 2 back. Get ready for your grapevine to your left. 1 grapevine, knee up, grapevine, knee up, grapevine. 3 knees. Lateral lunge 2 times. Reverse lunge 2 times. Grapevine, 1 more set. Knee up single, knee up single. 3 knees. Lateral lunge. Reverse lunge. Be you. Last time grapevine, we do 3 of these. 3 knees. Lateral lunge twice. And reverse. March with your right foot. We have two patterns. Remember the first one is the disco-y thing? And then the second one is the grapevines and lunges. How's the heart rate? All right, take it from the top. Tap right, tap left. Twist back, hip. Come up with your knee. Right knee, left knee. Back is the big kick. Grapevine, 3, 2, 3 knees in a row. Lateral lunge 2 times. Now go back. Do you notice you're on your left foot? We're going to walk forward with the left foot. Tap high and low, left foot. Hips go to the left. Come up, left knee comes up first. Back big kick, left leg first. Grapevine to left, to right. One more, 3 knees. Oh yeah, lateral lunge twice. And back twice. All right, we're on your comfortable side. Right leg, high, low. I know the left leg's a challenge. Hips, go right. Knee up. Big kick. Grapevine, go right. There's 3 of these. And now 3 knees. Lateral lunge. And go back, 2. Okay, think, left foot, roll it up, tap left, tap right, high and low. Twist back. Hip left. Up, knee, left, right. And up and out, left, right. Grapevine, left. And right. Now 3 knees. Hit, hit, lateral lunge twice. And reverse lunge twice. Watch your space. And roll it up. High, low. Are you thinking? Hips right. Up with the knees. Right, left. Big kick, arms up and out. Grapevine, you go right 3 times. Hit. Hit. One more 3 times. And lateral lunge. Back twice. Here's the one we all have to think about. Left foot. Tap left and right. Twist back. Left hip. Up. Left knee, right knee. Both arms up and out. Big kick. And grapevine to your left. Well done. Hit. 3 knees. And a lateral lunge. And going back. Okay, one more time around. Now use your noggin. Tap right and left. Twist back. Hip. Here's the knees. Right knee, left knee. Big kick. Right leg, left leg. And a grapevine. 3 times. Remember, you have the option to lift the knee or not. 3 knees. And a lateral lunge. Work for it. And back, strong core. All right, left side, we can do it. Tap left and right. And hips go left. Up, left knee, right knee comes up. Big kick, arms up and out. Now just keep your kicking going. Stand tall. Don't let that foot slap down. Reach for your foot. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, march in place. And we're going to slow this march down, which is going to feel weird. And we're going into a box step. This can be a little tricky. You step across with your right leg on 1, 2, 3, and 4. You just unscramble the legs. Crossover on 1 is all you need to think of, and then you just keep marching. So it's right, left, right, left. Oh, right, left, right, left. I'm making things a little bigger. Now I'm going to go faster. Don't feel like you have to, but I'm going. How's it going? 2 more. Hold your feet together and tap your toes. Quiet the body. So activate just your shin, your tibialis. Tight belly, leaning slightly forward, elbows pull in, heels lift, and drop those heels. Good for our bones. Move your heels if this doesn't bother your knees. We call it the skier. 4 more, drop those heels heavy. Slow march, left foot. Now I slowly do my box step, where 1 is a step across. 1, 2, 3, over. Good, getting our bearings. Being able to right ourselves before we go wrong. You can stay like this. I'm going faster, I'm going faster. And you breathe. Okay, let's take a little walkabout. Grab your water. Well done. Both for the brain and the body today, huh? Oh, I drank all my water. All right, standing hip work, and I'm going to go ahead and bring my chair over. Now, there's a couple ways you can do abduction. Feel free to do this one. We're going to be just on one leg, so you want to make sure your space is clear. The other thing you can do is stand behind it and lean forward, leg going. But when I've leaned forward, I've done so with a hinge, not with a round. And if you really wanted to challenge yourself, you go down here. Yeah, it's like donkey kicks, right? Except instead of a bent knee, you're gonna lift the leg to the side. Make sure it's not going back or it's going forward. So we'll do several, like a lot. There's no external resistance, and you can do whichever variation is best for you. Okay, ready? Either leg. So I'll be mixing to a different variation, so you've got someone to kind of copy. Careful you're not tipping over with the stand-up one. And that toe on the leg lifting should point forward, not upward. And if you're on the seat of the chair, really engage your core. And likely if you're bent down on the seat of the chair like I am now, you're going to want that standing knee bent. So I'm going to hold it up 3 counts. 1, 2, 3, together. 1, 2, ay, 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 together. 1, 2, 3, together. Last time. And move your hips from side to side. Oi! Well, we have another leg to do. However it works in your space, back of the chair, seat of the chair, make sure you're not going to kick anything. Same thing. Remember, don't tip over. Let's go abducting. So core really important here. So I show you all your variations. Keep your head up. Hold it up 3. Hold it up 3. Hold it up 3. Chin up, zip your zipper. Couple more in 3s. Aye. And 1 more. And then do the little hip, hip, hip. And I'm going to bring my tubing over. You've got a couple of choices. It doesn't matter on this one. It's the lat pull down. I'll show you how to get set up seated. You sit at the end, you grab your handlebars and the tubing. It's my usual grip. Now if you're sitting, split your legs So you have 1 foot back, 1 foot forward, and you're gonna lean forward. That's why you have that 1 foot out there. And the arms are not above your head, they're just out in front. And when you come back, you're gonna pull the elbows back. Option is to lift the leg that was in front. So I go here, and then I pull my elbows back. So this is my seated option. It's just a variation of playing with our latissimus dorsi and a little bit of hip flexor. If you'd prefer to stand, here's your exercise. Now instead of lifting from a chair, so there's an element of balance in this one, right? All right, so you can do either one that you want. Let's go with the right leg first, since I already started. You can always lose the tubing and just use your arms. So I'll do a couple in the chair and then I'll pop out to show for those of you doing that. Zip your zipper, tall, shoulders down. Pull my belly in and lift up my leg. Shouldn't feel particularly hard, but it should require some effort and attentiveness. Because we don't want to mess things up, right? Now remember, with tubing, counting repetitions is not as important because it's an endurance tool that we have. But let this one be the last one. And rest. So if you're standing or sitting, open your hands. Maybe you don't have the tubing for the second one. I'm going to start standing for the second set with the other side. So if you're sitting, remember 1 leg is back, 1 leg is forward. And we lean out and pull up. Do you feel that balance challenge? If that isn't happening, take the chair version. You'll still get that hip flexor work, but without the balance element. Make those arms fully extend as you're leaning out, hinging from your hip. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, rest. So next one you can use tubing. It is a standing one. You can use tubing or your can of beans or your lighter weights. I think I can pull this up a little bit. Yes, the sun, she is moving. All right, so let me show you with the tubing. So we have done this one before. It's a bicep and deltoid. So we got 2 different muscle groups. So when I stand on the tubing, let's say right foot, do you see the left hand is longer and the right hand is shorter? Then I step apart with my feet, and I want the longer one in my left hand as you're facing me. Because when I bend the left knee and I laterally pull out with a straight arm and my wrist neutral, I want to be able to move it. So you may need to have even more. But when I go to the right side, because the bicep can probably do more, you can do an easy bicep curl. So when you move to the left, deltoid. When you move to the right, bicep. All right, so that's tubing. And if you were to do weights, light or heavy, here's how this would look. So I would bend no higher than my shoulder, and then I would bend. So if you feel more comfortable using the weights, here are your parameters. So I'm going to keep the tubing because I already have, I'm going to keep the weights because I don't want to go get the tubing again. All right, we're going to start off to your left side. So here we go. Of course, we'll have to do this on both sides. If you're doing this and you feel like you need to not have a weight or tubing, you just put them down and go through the pattern. Depends on how dare I say, religious you are about doing your workouts. Because there is an acclimation of the joints, and the muscles might be willing, but if the connective tissue is not ready, then you may end up damaging something. So you want to be prepared, and opting out is perfectly fine. Let's do 2 more. You're getting some core. 1 more set. All right, that wasn't too bad with my 6 pounds. All right, let's do the other side. I will do tubing, just show you how that works. I find the tubing to be a bit more challenging. Okay, so if we're going to the other side, you step on that tubing so that your left hand is the bicep curl and it's going to have the shorter length. Then you step apart, and as the arm goes up, see, it's this, not twisting. So let's test it. Can you do that? Barely. And then the palm up on the bicep curl. Okay, belly in, chest up. Let's do this. Nice. So you want to look for that feeling in your weight work training of fatigue. So you may have more or less to do than me, and that's okay. We're working with our own bodies here. Four more. Yes, I do feel my core. So there's no turning on this one. It's just a lateral bend of the knee. 2 more. Getting sweaty. Okay, release if you have tubing. You don't want that thing to pop up. Okay, take a seat to the side as we work into a little bit of core. And if you would rather sit at the front, just don't rest when you get to the back of the chair. All right, so this one is a variety. Neutral spine. May I remind you, the belly is tight, the back is natural. That means it's not going to collapse. Then you're not using the muscle. So this is using the muscle, being upright, being erect. Homo erectus. So as my arms are in front, I'll breathe in. Then as I tighten my belly, I'll hinge back, I won't round back. Then I'll come back up and lower the arms. So that's the first round. Make it nice and easy. Only go far back as you can. If you feel nervous, sit at the end of the chair. Up, back. That way, if you lose control, you'll just bump into the back of the chair. I'm going to be daring and sit on the side. So I'm going to use the breath. Inhale, strong, shh. That will help the abdominal wall. Not too fast. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. So you remember I told you if you felt like you had a pillow between your legs, that will give more support to your back. Us gardeners don't want the cranky back. We use it a lot in gardening, so we actually need it strong. 2 more and I'll give you a variation. Remember, you can always repeat this one if you find the next one's not good for you. Okay, so what will happen, my arms will go up to where the wall meets your ceiling. So I lift here, I lean back here, I come back up here. And you should find that it's a bit more challenging. So you can either come straight up from the chest or at the diagonal. Keep the hinge, don't let your back round. Okay, sit nice and tall, belly in. Here we go. Lift, lean, shh, return, and lower. Lift, lean, return, and lower. Really zip that zipper rather than feeling your belly push out Suck it in as you blow. That will help. Reach. Pull in through your belly. Up. Good. So we're working both sides of that core. Couple more. Lift. All right, now the next one, I'm going to have everybody hold it. So the arms can come down if you need them to. I'm going to try and keep mine up, and you're just going to stay. One a little more challenge, if you say, this is nothing, Karen, oh say, then why don't you put your hands on your shoulders? Feet are on the floor, they are not lifted off. Maybe you do a little shaking in your belly. Okay, reach in front of you. Imagine there's a bar there. Grab that bar and pull yourself up, and then come down on your forearms. So I still have that natural spine. I'm not rounded. And boy, that feels good. Maybe I'll turn my head from side to side. So I'm going to go into rotation. I'm going to turn and face you. You don't have to change. You're fine sitting from the side. This is just easier to see. If you're not supposed to rotate in your back, if that's an issue, especially hinging forward, at least turn your head so you work on the mobility of your neck. Otherwise, we're going to work on the mobility of our spine, which requires some muscle, no weights required. Right hand is down by your right leg, and you watch it as it goes out. Lean on that front arm, and you just reach up wherever up is. Now, I'm not coming up here. I'm still hinging forward. And I might use that arm down below to help push my bottom shoulder forward, giving me more rotation. You don't have to go that far. If you are not supposed to twist, just look off to the right. Bring that high hand down and pause here. So I'm giving you a moment in between because you want to feel what's happening in your back as it resets itself. Zip your zipper, shoulders are down, release left arm, and let's laterally raise the arm, rotate, maybe use that bottom arm to help get that bottom shoulder forward. There's a bit of effort here. Okay, carefully bring that hand down. And then we'll do some undulations. So while you're sitting here in recovery, I'm going to scoot over here and switch things out because I'm kind of discoed out. I don't know about you. Are you discoed out? Yeah. See if we can do this one. All right. So undulations. No, there we go. Hands are on your thighs. You bring the chest forward. You tighten through the belly. Drop your head and roll up. So don't think that we're done. We're moving into some balance and some mindful stretching today. I think you deserve it. We want to cover all the components. It seems like stretching always gets the short end of the stick in a workout. We always get our 20-some odd minutes of cardio, and we always try and get a little bit of muscles, and then we always just kind of quickly stretch and then we're done. So hamstring stretch, toe out, chest up, and then hold forward as if you were doing that undulation. Belly is in, chest is forward. Now you may feel that you can go a little further forward now that you're all warmed up. Tighten your belly as you roll up and then switch the legs. So my toe is up, gang. I'm moving forward on the sit bones, and then I bring my chest forward. Relax through the neck and the shoulders. Hamstrings really need to open. The yoga class I did on Monday was very hamstring opening focused. Maybe now you can tune into your breathing. we'll do a little bit for our hips. So the seated one, as you know, try not to use your hands, leave your left leg stationary, and if you can, put the right ankle up. That doesn't happen easy for everybody, so if you need a little shift with your hands, do that. Don't worry where your knee is. I'm always amazed my mom has such rotation in her hips, so her leg goes way out. But grab your shins, sit up nice and tall, and just as we did in that hamstring stretch, bring your chest forward. And you should feel a bit of restriction around the hip and perhaps into the glute. It's advisable to have an active foot on the leg of the hip that you're stretching instead of just let it relax. Try and relax through your neck and your shoulders. Now we have the two sides that we're working on, so today I want you to be especially mindful. How does it feel on each side? Similar or like way off? That's what I was asking the masseuse yesterday. I was asking them, so now that we've done this side, how's the other side by comparison? And then switch legs. I told him I thought my glute med was going to be tight, and he said, you're correct, it is that glute med. All right, see if you can get set up on the other side. Lift up nice and tall, and come forward. I'm feeling rather symmetrical myself. Give yourself a few moments to relax through the neck and the shoulders and do that hinging. Nothing should hurt, and if this is unadvisable, some people are told don't do this with your new titanium hips, so you cross at the ankles. You have to lean a bit further forward, but you want to be appropriate for you. So I'm going to move into a lunge. Now I have a couple of options. Some of them are going to work for you and some won't, and I will give you the basic one first that everyone can do. Either from the chair or from standing, you do this one. So here is this, and my knee is, let me scoot the chair back and you can see better where my knee is. Yeah. Okay, so here I was in my chair. And this could be enough. My knee is not touching the floor. But if I felt I could go and put weight on that knee, I might want to scoot off the chair and set my knee down. I'm on carpet. Not for everybody, right? Front knee might end up doing this. I'm going to move that bottom leg forward, and then I'll move into my hip this way. And I'm holding on to the seat of the chair. So for those who can do the floor, you're either going to do this, and instead of leaning forward, if you're in the chair, you're going to lean back. Or if you can go to the floor, here you are. Again, no pain, but it might be a little uncomfortable. Be careful as you come back. Go ahead and get yourself up on that chair. It's not far. Bring the back leg up, and we go the other side. So here's option one. The knee is dropped down, the foot in position as the knee. Notice the knee is not, that would not be good. And then for this one, in the chair, you lean back. If you're going to come out of the chair and come down on your knee softly, for those who can, maybe foot goes forward. My hand back here is on the seat of the chair. And then I lean forward. So I feel that my hips are pushing the front of my thigh forward, and this is your iliopsoas. For those of you that are hikers, this gets very strong, all that climbing. So this one's really good for those of us who do a lot of walking or hiking. And as I come back, check in with your blood pressure, drag the back leg up. I'm going to stand, I'm going to go into my inner thigh. I'm going to give you a risky one, and then I'll give you the safe one. So this is the risky one. So I face the back of the chair, I put my foot up. So I'm not facing my leg for the hamstring, I'm facing away. My knee is up, and then my hips pull away. Now, if I did this facing you, it would be easier for you to see, but this is a little unsafe to hold it this way. I mean, you might be able to, it's fine. So my hips are pulling away, my leg is here, my body is forward. I did it this way because then I have a better sense of where my chair is. Now, the safe way is this one. So you can still get into it. It doesn't matter how you get to it. You do it the way that's best for you without putting yourself in jeopardy. I always feel this one. Okay, carefully get to the other side. Those using the chair, be a little careful. So either going here, which is appropriate for most, or going up here. Are you taking nice, easy breaths? Okay, as you come up, offload the leg. We're going to move the hips around, kind of a little hula. I like to keep that aloha spirit. A few times this way and then a few times that way. And then I'm going to do back extension. Even for those of us that have issues or narrowing in our spine, if you've been told that by your doctor and you're not supposed to bend backwards, we really do need to bend backwards some. So put your thumbs, here's my waist, down low, and I will shift my hips forward. Then I will lift my chest up. If you wanted to do this from the chair, sitting in the chair toward the front, holding the edge, lift your chest up and your hands are here on the seat of the chair. And if you were able to lean back even further, you might put your hands behind and cradle your head in your hands. So what we're looking for is a curve in the spine, not a bend, just a bit of an extension. Because where does life usually leave us? This way. So slowly bring yourself back center, and as we turn to face one another, notice how you feel. You should feel a little more upright, a little more core-centric, a little more balanced. Heart rates are down. Take a breath. Let it go. I get to applaud you. You should applaud yourself. And then we will either see each other next week